So, if none of these jokes are actually funny, you should know that we are writing this in the library.
Yeah, have you seen some of the girls at the library?
Yep. So you're probably wondering why the studio is empty. As it turned out, only Richard and I were actually being funny, so we had to cut everyone else out. Also, we didn't really have time to come up with titles, so here we go.
Wow, I'm so smart and smarmy because I'm Emily with my vodka on my table.
Can't say that.
You can take off your skirts.
You felt Genevieve.
That's his dick.
What?
There's no sheep indoors.
So he.
It's like Chuck Norris.
Okay, so we know it's a male.
Mom?
Mom.
Hi.
Hello, and welcome to the Not Shit panel show. I'm Flo, the guy that Richard calls at 2 in the morning, threatening to cut himself if I won't do one of his shows. And Richard, of course, is the kid who first came up with this totally not shit idea of doing yet another panel show.
To be fair, I didn't actually say I'd cut myself. I just threatened to do it.
Right, that's enough. Come on. I mean, obviously, Richard is trying to be the center of attention yet again. But that's enough for now. We haven't even introduced our panels yet. It's not all about you, Richard, you know? Anyways, I'm Flo, as I said. This is Jen, my lovely co-host. How are you?
I'm very good, thanks. How are you, Flo?
Awesome, I'm great. So it says here on the auto cue, my name is Florian, which I guess is French, and your name is
Genevieve, yeah.
Which is French, right?
Yeah,
also.
It is French.
Okay. So,
what? No one ever gets my name though. Do they get your name? Because they never get my name. And because now there's a Jen in.
Yeah. So we're two French people sitting in some basement in the middle of Glasgow. Do you think it's time to give up yet?
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Do you hear me?
Oh.
The French and the Scottish have had a traditional alliance for since the Middle Ages or something. Since they had a military interest together in uniting against England, their common foe, and that led on, obviously, when Scotland was subsumed into the United Kingdom, to France being part of the Entente Cordiale.
We're pretending to be sleeping.
Jesus Christ. Thank you for that, Sandy. I mean, anyway.
I think that really did put me
Oh my God. It's like when he speaks. All right. Anyways, it's time to introduce the team. So on my right side, we have Nailah, Ewan, and Sandy. And on my left side, these guys also have names. They're Richard, Emily, and Duga. Nailah and Emily, you are our team captains, and I have written down about you that you're English and you're head of programming, and you can be quite loud as well, Nailah. And Emily, you're English because I can understand your name, so and you know sort of what you're saying basically, because I don't really understand anyone else. And you're head of programming, and you're English as well. So are you guys the same person?
Clearly not, because black, white doesn't really mix, does it?
Oh.
She played the race card early.
She got in there.
I didn't get that. All right.
Yeah, we're glad you said that first.
So, moving on. Next up is Ewan. Ewan is replacing Tony. And believe me, we had some really, really great jokes about Tony, but we got nothing on you, Ewan. So, is there anything you can tell us
I'm
about
just
yourself?
a very normal, boring person from Aberdeen who likes
sheep.
Right.
So, like
sheep. What are you trying to say?
I heard you guys are very sort of naturey, like you like to be outdoorsy and stuff like that, or is that just one of those things that the
Is there
Germans
any
say
other
about
way
the,
to be, really, than outdoorsy?
Indoorsy.
What's he?
Indoorsy.
There's no sheep indoors.
So he does like sheep.
Is that really? Are we being funny? Not really, right?
I don't
Just move on. I think we should just move on.
let's
All right. Next up is Sandy, who's into weird Eastern European languages.
I've studied German.
German.
Deutsch.
Ja, dann können wir im Grunde auch einfach Deutsch reden, oder? Wie ist denn das so, Duga? Müssen wir eigentlich auch nicht, naja, versteht keiner Chrissy, oder? Aber es geht immer, wir können immer über David Hasselhoff reden, den kennen alle, right?
It's funny because it's true.
All right, horrible. So that brings us to Duga. Duga, you're Gust's very own technical director, right? So how is it being chased up by girls all the time? It's tough.
Taxing.
Right. That's what I thought. Finally, we have Richard. Richard, where's your prop? can it be? You're hatless tonight?
I am. I spent a lot of time on my hair for this evening, but I do have it. It's here. I got it. I have to have a wardrobe change.
So you spent a lot of time. You spent a lot of time in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And I also spent a lot of time on my hair.
That was a funny one.
Doesn't he have GHDs because his sister, when he was at home, he always used to use his sister's GHDs, but then his parents bought him his very own GHDs for university.
That's so cute.
Yeah, because he could no longer borrow his sister's.
Oh, bless. Don't worry. I'm sure you're not the only guy in the whole of.
We got the Duga, Richard hair joke. We got that.
Good one.
That's the kind of level of jokes we're really going here for. So it's pretty bad. But you actually know your panelists now, and obviously, as you can see, we have a team full of beautiful people. And then there's Richard's team.
Hi.
Well, this round is basically taken from one of those British panel shows. I guess they're kind of a big deal around here. Anyway, we stole it, all of it. And it's called Things You Don't Want to Hear from Your Flatmate. So take it away, guys. Anyone? Richard? Nailah?
I'm a lesbian. Come to bed with me.
It's actually something I'd really like to.
It really depends on your flatmate.
Yeah.
So.
Well, if you're all girls, or if your flatmate's a guy, like I got really excited last night. Wait, I got really excited last night and put something special in our mayonnaise.
You get a point for that.
Depends on your flatmate.
Could you please stop using all the hot water in the shower because it's steaming up my camera lens? That would freak me out a bit.
I think Jen is going to give out a point for that. Or how many? 5? 10?
I think 10. 10 will
10
do.
points?
All right, cool.
Maybe were they your beans in the fridge? Do you know what I mean? Because if you were really looking forward to these beans, and one of your flatmates had just eaten them.
Mate, beans.
Well, all right, okay. Well, how about? Do you know what, Duga? All right, I'm sorry, I don't hear you coming up with anything interesting. Do you, Duga?
I'm just saying.
And look at that shirt. I mean, for God's sake,
It literally is like someone threw up on that.
It is like somebody.
This is stunning.
And look at the love rug he's got exhibiting out of himself. Look at it.
It's like
I'm
Chuck
just
Norris.
This
It's like something out of Austin
this
Powers.
good. Just can't help it.
It's got to be all those pineapples that he eats.
That's nothing.
How about hi, my
gonna
name
give
is
him a
Peter.
point to
I'm
throw.
really into menstruation.
Oh.
You wouldn't want to hear that.
You wouldn't want to hear that,
Peter.
Yeah, well, or like John.
Okay.
Whatever. Or like.
Have you ever heard? It's a bit weird.
I still prefer my beans thing. It actually
No one
happens.
does. No one does.
You could have said something funny like
All
soy
right, like
milk.
cheesecake. That actually happened to me in first year. It was a cheesecake situation.
Why did you leave your cheesecake in the communal fridge?
I didn't.
No
My
one
friend
does
left him, and I ate the last piece, and he
Him?
was well annoyed.
To be fair, Emily's suggestion is a very practical one. It's one of these little things that would build up over a long period of time and just drive you insane.
Yeah, if someone continuously ate the cheesecake
Yeah, but
or
what
said
if,
beans.
No, but what if you'd been at work
then
all day
maybe.
and you were well annoyed
At
and you
work,
were
we're
tired
students, we
and
don't
you were
work.
looking forward to this cheesecake, and then when you came to it, there was no cheesecake. You'd be well
I
hacked
thought
off.
we were talking about beans.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, I
she's
changed it to cheesecake because
cheesecake.
apparently beans weren't interesting enough.
Well, I was interested. But
I got one. Hi, my name's Duga.
I mean, that's fine because my name's Douglas, so that's the
Yeah, but it's not really, is it? Because you couldn't even write your own name, and this is why we call you Duga.
This is actually true.
It's all
I
true.
was having a bad day. Just got to jump on that. Just got to throw it.
I can't think of anything more.
I could, but none of my suggestions.
Things you'd hate to hear. Well, I waxed your eyebrow off last night. I hope you enjoy your browless future.
that would annoy
Sorry,
me.
braless?
To be fair.
Browless.
Eyebrowless.
Browless.
Sorry.
Okay? Do you want me to spell it out for
Wow. No need to get aggressive again.
What about ITV2 isn't working, so Jeremy Kyle isn't on? That's things you'd hate to hear your flatmates say.
you? We don't even have a TV in my flat.
Is it worse than coming home and finding the beans are gone?
No,
Sorry,
please.
but I'm trying to keep mine, student related
Everyone in
here.
your flat
Do you
must
know
have
what I mean?
wind.
I've got to say,
Wind.
you lead the most sheltered life ever.
I don't really. Hang on a minute.
You walked into. What if you met your new flatmate and he was like, and I'll tell you a story, right? He said, are you looking at my mother? So I stabbed him in the neck with a piece of glass. That's something you wouldn't want to hear your family say. What you're saying is something.
Yeah, but you still wouldn't want to hear that your piece of cheesecake was missing out of the fridge.
I love
it's
the way it
still
goes
all
from
relevant.
cheesecake to beans.
I'm just
stick
trying
to
to
beans.
establish a
We're on
spectrum.
beans.
Wait a minute,
Still
do
on
you
beans.
make
Still on.
cheesecake out of your beans? Because it keeps on going between the two. I'm just trying to get the distinction here.
I've got to say, this has gone radically off topic.
It has.
I think it's actually time for our second round. It's not going well, is it?
It's pretty awful if you ask me.